And we are live. What's good? Your man D.O. saying, man. Hey, well, how y'all doing, y'all? What's going on? I just had to jump on real quick, man. I'm reading the news, and sometimes you see news and you're just not quite sure how to take it. Like, is this for real? How y'all doing, man? Happy Friday. This is just I just had to jump on real quick to talk about this real fast. I just had to. And y'all know what I'm doing. I'm sitting here trying to listen to make sure that my audio is good. And we're good. So I was watching Patrick Bet-David's podcast today. Shout out to PBD and VALUETAINMENT and the whole VALUETAINMENT team. I was listening to them today, and I was in the chat going back and forth. They got some, I like Patrick Bet-David. I really do. I respect the hell out of the man, and I love what he's built. So you have a platform that has basically both sides in there. They got people from all walks of life, people from all over the spectrum. So you got liberals, you got conservatives, you know what I mean? You got far left, you got far right, and everything in between is on that platform. And he was talking to a Hollywood producer. I forget the name of the Hollywood producer, the guy who created Entourage was on. So at one point they mentioned that it was a story that they were saying that Nancy Pelosi was attacked with a hammer, and they pull up the article, and it appears that her husband, Paul Pelosi, was attacked in his home by an intruder who had a hammer. This just blew me away. It blew me away. So, and here it is. This is 38 minutes ago. This is CNN. I mean, this is breaking news. So, the details are coming in as they come in. It says, source, intruder yelled, "Where is Nancy?" before attacking Paul Pelosi. So this is the article, right? Again, this is going to be covered all day and through the weekend. This is big news. The husband of the Speaker of the House, of Representatives, number 3 in line for the presidency, right? Speaker of the House, her husband was attacked in his home by an intruder with a hammer. And crazy. Sister Candace, what's good? Definitely impromptu. It's like breaking news. I had to talk about this. Shout out to you, love. Good afternoon. Yeah, definitely impromptu. I will definitely be back today at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna have Brother Mandrill on. We're gonna talk about the war in Ukraine with Russia. We're gonna talk about that. I'm looking forward to that, to get his input. Brother Mandrill, Army Green Beret Special Forces. He was on the teams. So his take on it is going to be very unique. And, y'all know my background. So we're definitely going to chop that up. That's at 5 o'clock today. But I wanted to jump on right now and talk about this. The person who attacked Paul Pelosi while searching for Speaker of the House, according to a source, briefed on the attack. The source told CNN the intruder confronted the speaker's husband in their San Francisco home, shouting, "Where is Nancy? Where is Nancy? Police have arrested a man suspected of carrying out the attack, and his potential motive is under investigation," according to the speaker's office. So that's just one of, there's a bunch of quick ones out here. This is on CNN's website. Senate GOP leader Mitch McConnell said in a tweet on Friday, he is horrified and disgusted by the reports that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul Pelosi, was assaulted in his home. Grateful to hear that Paul is on track to make a full recovery and that law enforcement, including our stellar Capitol Police, are on the case, he added in the tweet. Now, this attack occurred in San Francisco, and he's saying the Capitol Police are on. Capitol Police involved, I think they get involved in anything that has to do with elected officials, like, senators, congresspeople, House people, just anybody involved in that apparatus. I think the Capitol Police gets involved. I remember I was volunteering for who was I volunteering for? I was actually volunteering for the state Democratic Party when I was in California, when I was a Democrat. And this is when Gray Davis was governor, before the recall. And I remember when all of the elected officials, the senators and stuff like that, were coming to the party. It was the state party. I remember seeing Capitol Police, like, DC Capitol Police there escorting the elected officials. So, that's when I was like, oh, I didn't realize that their jurisdiction kind of extended like that, but it does. And yeah, y'all, back in the day, yeah, I was Democrat. You know what I mean? I was in California, if you wanted to be involved in the party out there, like if you want to be involved in the political game, you really, I mean, I was the only team in town, really. I mean, like the Republicans out there, but it was the Dems run that state. Obviously, you see how bad it is. Look how bad it is. You have the husband of the Speaker of the House is attacked in his own home in California. So yeah, man. So the Capitol Police, they investigate this sort of thing. I think they have some sort of jurisdiction. I don't know how that works. Maybe I could find somebody who used to be a Capitol Police officer and they could tell me how that works. But yo, crazy. So, and McConnell went on horrified and disgusted by reports that Paul Pelosi was assaulted in the Speaker Pelosi's home last night. Grateful to hear he was on call. We just read that. Biden has spoken with Speaker Pelosi since her husband attacked. So you have all these stories just breaking, man, just trying to piece it together. So Paul Pelosi, the husband of the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, was attacked by a man with a hammer at the couple's home in San Francisco early Friday morning. Law enforcement sources tell CNN. Pelosi, 82, was hospitalized but is expected to make a full recovery. The Democratic Speaker's office said in a statement, police arrested the suspect and his potential motives are under investigation. That seems to be the theme. The assailant entered the Pelosi's residence through the back of the house, according to sources familiar with the early details of the incident, but little more is known about how the attack played out. With Speaker Pelosi away, there would not have been a security detail at the residence, according to one source familiar with protocol. I mean, that makes sense. She's the Speaker. He's not. Special agents with the U.S. Capitol Police California field office quickly arrived on the scene, while a team of investigators from the department's threat assessment section was simultaneously dispatched to the East Coast to assist the FBI and the San Francisco police with joint investigation, according to the statement. So, you know, they sent more people out there to help. Man, it's just crazy, yo. This is absolutely crazy. Brother Doug and Brother Jason both in the house. What's good? Brother Doug. Cali new policies on law enforcement and leniency on criminals at its finest. I mean, you could definitely say that, man. Salute to you. Brother Jason's in the house, man. Appreciate you showing up, rocking with me, man. Day one, guys. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that. Here's the thing. And Doug is on to something. I mean, you look at what's going on in California. You look at what's going on with these states who are, you know, Second Amendment unfriendly. This is it. This is what it looks like, yo. I mean, you have people who are bold enough to make an attack on the home of the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Again, number 3 in line of succession for the office of President of the United States. Her elderly husband is there. I mean, they're old. And when this story first broke, when I saw this, immediately I was thinking, I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's coming after them because this dude is making money hand over fist. We've discussed that. The Pelosi's are worth well north of $200 million. No one knows exactly how much they're worth, but the consensus is over $200 million, right? We know how they got that money. It's basically insider trading at the highest level. You know what I mean? You out here willing and dealing, doing your stuff. I initially thought, well, maybe he crossed somebody or maybe somebody sending him a message. You know what I mean? And it doesn't seem to be the case. It seemed to just be some angry, stupid basement dweller decides he's going to go out and take action. It's stupid. But the thing is this, why is it that they don't have weapons in their home? I don't understand that. Somebody help me understand. Even in California, you can get weapons for your home. It's a couple, you got to jump through some hoops, yes, but you can get it. You can get a weapon in California. You can go to the gun store, you can buy a pistol, you can buy a shotgun, you can buy these things. It takes time, yes. It's not like here. I can get up from this podcast and go right around the corner to my local gun store, buy myself a 44 or a 380 or a 357 or you know, a 50 caliber rifle, whatever I want. I can go buy it and walk out the store with it today because I'm in the system. I have a concealed carry permit. That's how it works. That's how it should work. In my opinion, that's how it should work. Why is it that this man didn't have a weapon in the house? You got somebody that breaks into your house, came in the back door. Probably the back door is probably unlocked because a lot of people who live in nice neighborhoods, they don't believe in that type of security, which I don't understand. That blows my mind. Leaving doors open, leaving the garage open, You know what I mean? All night long. You know, you live in a great neighborhood. It's gated, even if it's not gated. I live in a good neighborhood. They're not security minded. Maybe it's because they've never seen what I've seen. I'm always checking the locks. I'm always making sure everything is secure. Living in houses I don't like. I like living in high rises. I like layered security. I like these sort of things. This is an absolute nightmare. You're home, you're sleeping, or you're whatever. You're moving around your home and somebody breaks in and starts screaming. Where's Nancy? They're screaming for your wife. They're screaming for your family. And what do you have? Nothing. This, you know, it was early reports that that Paul Pelosi was beaten with a hammer or some sort of blunt object. We don't know. I'm still waiting for those reports to be confirmed. But good thing he's okay. But this is ridiculous. Listen, Americans, listen. Second Amendment is there for a reason. Straight up. I don't care where you live. This should be a wake up call for you people. You people got to be saying it now. You people, y'all need to demand your Second Amendment rights. You know what I mean? Americans have put their lives on the line, died, shed blood for our Constitution. Don't let people take your rights away from you. That man should have had a weapon in his house. Please come into my house and start yelling as you want somebody. Please give me that extra warning. I could be a heavy sleeper at times. Please break into my house and start screaming like that. Oh, yeah, I'm coming to see you. Don't worry, I'll be right there. And now I don't have to go get the key to my safe and unlock my safe and then go get all the other keys and unlock this and that and then go find the rounds and load. I ain't got to do none of that. Come in my house and make some noise so I can hear you. Trust me, the encounter will be over soon. Obviously, the person that did this has mental health issues. Obviously, right? We got so many Americans out here running around mad for no reason. Mad for no reason. Y'all got no reason to be mad. Y'all running around here crying about stuff. This is ridiculous. No respect for nothing anymore. Nothing. It is what it is, y'all. You know what I mean? What they say? What Wu-Tang say, man? What the East Coast brothers say? Protect your neck, son. Protect your neck. Look who they going after, man. These people done lost their minds. If you're in California or New York and you're in one of these places, they want to restrict your freedoms. They want to restrict your ability to protect yourself. This is what happens. They're not going to protect you. They're not. They'll send the investigators in after, to investigate who beat your head in with a hammer. They'll come solve the crime if they can after these people done had their way with your family. You need to defend yourself. If you are a band, it is your responsibility to protect your home, protect your family. Nancy Pelosi has a security detail. I understand that. You know what I mean? But Paul Pelosi, with all that money, should at least have a pistol. I don't understand. I don't understand. Sister Kansas, easy case for self-defense. And for someone worth north of $200 million, your home security should have been ironclad. It absolutely should have been. These people get soft, man. People aren't security minded. Everybody thinks, I'm talking about rich folk, they think it can't happen to me. Please, man, y'all the target. For a bunch of reasons, y'all the target. Y'all need to wise up. Miss Globe Girl's in the house, my favorite sailor. What's good? But why do people hate Nancy Pelosi so much? All I keep hearing is that she is wealthy and stands up to Republicans. I'm sorry, I came out bad. I got pop-ups blocking when I was trying to read. But why do people hate Nancy Pelosi so much? All I keep hearing is that she is wealthy and stands up to Republicans. She's just playing a political game, right? She's gotten wealthy on politics. You know what I mean? Like I said, y'all know how I feel about it, man. I don't hate the players, man. You don't hate something, hate the game. It's just where we are. We got these far fringes that are out there. It's not everybody. It's a very small percentage of people out here doing this wacko stuff on both sides, the right and the left. They're doing this wacko stuff. You know what I mean? But we need to understand it's happening, right? We need to accept that this is the life that we're living currently. And if you're one of these people, if you're a 1%er, you need to protect yourself. Look at Andrew Tate. Tate says it all the time. He's like, bro, I can't just move around without a team. Everywhere he goes, he has a team. He has to have people with him, not because he's afraid, not because he don't know how to use the hands, not because he can't defend himself. It's like, it's just crazy people out here. There's people out here that'll take a swing at you to get you into an altercation so you can beat them up and they can sue you. You got to worry about that. You got people who will make false claims against you. Now, if Andrew Tate understands this, why doesn't Nancy Pelosi understand this? That's the thing that gets me. And it's not just her. All of the politicians are going to rally to her side, as they should, because all of the politicians know that they are targets. January 6th, people were running up there. What if they had caught one of the politicians they were looking for? What if they had caught Mike Pence on January 6th? They just missed him. What if they had caught AOC? They just missed her. I mean, when you rattle up the hornet's nest, man, when the hornets come out, they're going to sting everything in sight, bro. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. This is the world we're living in. Give Americans a chance to defend themselves. You know, and everybody was like, but come on, Saint, you know, you look at the school shooters and all that kind of stuff. They're going to do that anyway. There are more guns in this country than people. When you got somebody who's off their rocker and they want to do something like that, they're going to go get a weapon and get the ammo to do it. It's all off the books. They're going to do that anyway. At least give the law-abiding citizens an opportunity to protect themselves. You look at someone like Paul Pelosi with the power that they have. He could get a concealed carry permit in California. Absolutely. My man Jay Swan's had a concealed carry permit in California. It's only certain counties that don't allow it. It's only certain sheriffs that make it difficult for you to exercise your constitutional rights. So it's not the state at large. It's certain people within the state. So how do you get, what do you do about this sort of things? You have to challenge these people legally. You have to challenge these people politically, and you have to make it to where they are forced to uphold the Constitution. I can't believe someone went into the house of the current Speaker of the House of Representatives and attacked her husband. It just blows my mind. Like, dude didn't have a weapon. I don't care how you feel about guns. You're going to need a weapon in your house, people. Quit being scared. Get you a weapon. Go to the range. Get trained up. Get some insurance. Make sure you're insured. It doesn't cost a lot. Make sure you're insured. Protect yourself. Protect your home. Protect your family, men. Quit being males. Be scared of talk. Man, it's just crazy, man. This is crazy, Brother Doug. She is corrupt and against term limits inside her training. She is. She ain't the only one. Both sides. I keep telling y'all over and over again. Both sides. If you know their names, they're bought and paid for. These political politicians, these people who've been in D.C. longer than most people have been alive. Of course, they're getting paid. Of course, there's an element of corruption there. Of course, they're going to change the rules to benefit them. Don't hate the players, y'all. Hate the game. You want to change the game? Send your own people to D.C. You run. Get yourself into D.C. and go change the laws. Yes, we need term limits. Yes, we need to do away with Citizens United. Yes, there's a ton of other stuff that needs to be fixed, right? Yes, we need to do something about the border, both borders. Y'all all worried about the southern border. The northern border is wide open. Wide open. None of my friends on the conservative side talks about that. And that tells me right there, y'all don't give a shit about security. The northern border is wide open. If I wanted to get something into America, I'm bringing it in through the northern border. How hard is it to get something into Canada? Probably not hard at all. Once it's into Canada, man, all you got to do, the whole border is wide open. Wide open. And y'all worried about the Mexican border? Man, please. Man, come on, y'all. I need y'all to start using the old
think tank. Arch, nothing gets past the old think tank. Nothing.
I need y'all to start using the old think tank. Real talk. Miss Globe Girl at Doug. How is she not representing her constituents? I mean, I'm with you on that. She's doing her job, but she's going to take full advantage of her position and the time she spent in D.C. She makes $200,000 a year as Speaker of the House, and she's worth well over $200 million. Right? I mean, she knows how she's getting the money. Her husband's getting the money. They know what's coming. They can make money off of it. They get it. They knew the beer bug was coming before it got here. They knew to put money in certain pharmaceutical companies at the time. They know what's going on with the recession. They know it's a recession. Yes, they know. They know what's going to happen in November once this election is over. They know what's going on with housing. They knew the interest rates were going up. You mean to tell me Nancy Pelosi knows exactly what Paul Volcker is thinking. Exactly. He has to tell her. She knows exactly what's going on. And people want me to believe that she ain't telling her husband. They know exactly what's going on with the housing market. They know exactly what's going on with the credit crunch that America is going through right now. She gets briefed daily on what's going on in Europe. She knew before we did that the prime minister of Europe was going to step down. 6 weeks in and steps down. She knew before we did who the next prime minister of the UK was going to be. You don't think they're going to make money off of that? Wouldn't you? Until it's, and mind you, it's not illegal. What they're doing is not illegal. They're a cause to change the law, but she's the speaker. She ain't going to let that go through until she done got all her money. Don't hate the players, hate the game. Luwop 787, what's good? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I wonder if they called the police. They want to defund, which is hilarious. Again, defund the police. Dumbest thing I heard in my life. Dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. These people ain't ready for a lawless society. I grew up in a lawless society. I know what it's like when you call the police and they don't come. I know what that's like. You know what I mean? The majority of Americans have no idea what that's like. We see how this went down. Somebody was in the house screaming for your wife. Where's Nancy? And you don't even have a weapon? That's crazy. Sister Candace there, Doug, I'm not sure we can say many politicians request their represent their constituents, especially if you are measuring them by their wealth and influence. Good point there, Sister Candace. I'm like, they're the 1%ers, right? They're the have yachts. They're going to definitely do well by the have yachts. You know what I mean? Are they really worried about the have nots? Nah, not really. Not really. And even Brother Doug was like, yeah, got a point. Very true. You know what I mean? Luwop 787, insider trading. Yes, it's insider trading. Absolutely insider trading. But it's legal insider trading because she refuses to modify the laws to make it illegal. Hey, man, it's a brilliant move. Best move on the board. Best move on the board. But again, you got these people out here hollering, oh, you know, we need less guns. We need to do something about gun control. We need to do that. Nah, man, we need to fix some of these crazy folks, man. How about we reopen up some of these asylums and put some crazy folks back in there? Get them some help, man. You got to be out of your mind. This crazy dude thought Nancy Pelosi was home. Her security detail would have lit his ass up. You know what I mean? So you got to be off your rocker. And for no reason. You mad at Pelosi? Why? Run. Go take her seat. She be out here trying to take her life. You know what I mean? Go take her seat. You got a problem with Marjorie Taylor Greene? Take her seat. You got a problem with AOC? Take her seat. You got a problem with Mitch McConnell? Take his seat. But DL, we don't have the money to do it. Well, whose fucking fault is that? Go get the bread. Figure it out. You got YouTube. You got social media. Right? Obama got there with no money. He didn't get his bread until he got his Senate seat. He came up poor, and that's another one. Respect to Barack Obama, but he is a multimillionaire now. Right? Again, that's a guy who went into his political world driving in a broke down Pinto. He came out of his political world on a private jet called Air Force One. Don't hate the players, y'all hate the game. I ain't mad, but it's ridiculous. The political game is the political game. I understand that. What got me riled up is how is this man in a house with no weapons? That's what got me stuck. I'm like, what? How are you in the house with no weapons? No security, no nothing? You ain't even got whatever the little home security, you know what I mean? ADT or whatever they call it. You ain't even got that. You don't even, I mean, you don't have sensors that's going to make alarms. Maybe they had this, maybe sensors woke him up. And then he heard the guy coming and screaming and stuff like that. You can lock your doors remotely. Nancy could lock the doors from DC. We have the technology for that. He should be able to clap his hand and unlock and lock doors. That makes no sense to me. Well over $200 million and no security. What the hell were they thinking? Sister Candace, DL. This is why I always say speech is not free of consequences. in response to your defund the police commentary? Absolutely. Say what you want. But my thing with defund the police, it makes absolutely no sense. We got a problem with crime running rampant. We got all these issues. We got police officers who are dirty. We got police officers who are hyper violent. Okay, so to fix that, let's take away all the money. No, to fix that, you have to pay police officers more. You have to train police officers. You have to support the police officers. They need to get real downtime. They need to get counseling, mandatory counseling for the stuff that they deal with daily. Right? You have to pay them more money so you can get the best of the best, as opposed to getting the bottom of the barrel in some cases. No offense, I'm talking in generality. There are a lot of good law enforcement people out there. There are. It's hard for me to say that. It's, as much as I have dealt with the bad side, I know that there are good law enforcement out there. I know there are good police officers out there. I know there are good men and women who are just trying to help and they want to do the best job possible. I understand that. But I also understand that they are poorly trained. I've been talking to friends, man. We're talking to folks who was law enforcement for 25, 30 years, telling me that over their entire career, they may have fired 600 rounds on the range. Their entire career, 20 plus years, and they only fired 600 bullets for practice. In the military, man, we go to the range and we wouldn't fire less than 600 rounds. One sitting. So we got issues, y'all. And we're not the regular folks, the quiet majority or the people who think stuff through. Those are the thinkers, the quiet majority, but the minority is making all the noise. We got, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, man, how the hell this guy doesn't have any weapons in the house? That is absolutely insane. Miss Globe Girl, a lot of politicians and businessmen slant women are doing the same. So I guess I just want someone to provide more than anecdotal when throwing out accusations. I mean, like I said, it is what it is. I mean, there are good politicians in DC. There are politicians that have been there a long time doing the people's business. I don't know their names. I got to look their names up. Those are the people doing the people's business. But like I say, if you know their name, if they're constantly in front of a camera, those are the ones getting money. They're playing the game. Those are the ones that are bought and paid for. Look at what they push. That's all you got to do. Look at what they push. The fact that we don't have any type of universal health care in America should tell you something. It should tell you something. It's just ridiculous. The fact that homelessness is running rampant in California and other places, but like California's ridiculous. I got an article. I'm probably going to talk about this on Saturday. There's a homeless man that built a house out of wood on Hollywood Boulevard. He's got it stacked up on boxes and stuff, crates and shit. He built a house. And it's legal. He can leave his house right there on Hollywood Boulevard and they can't do anything about him. Nothing about it. But Bill Maher, it took Bill Maher something like 15 years to put up solar panels at his house. And he spent, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Bill Maher can't put up solar panels, but this homeless guy could build a house on Hollywood Boulevard. Something ain't right. You can't move. You can't tell this man to move the shack that he just built on Hollywood Boulevard, but you can stop Bill Maher from having solar panels installed on his home. California is just the easiest example, but that type of stuff, that the bureaucracy, the BS goes on in every state. It doesn't make sense in every state, backed by politicians that are household names that are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. That's it. Don't hate the players, y'all. Hate the game. I'm with Miss Globe's girl. I ain't tripping. It is what it is, but damn. Brother Doug, I knew about the pandemic before it was publicized, and I remember when it first announced. She went to China, went to Chinatown mocking Trump, saying there was nothing to worry about, saying Trump was wrong. Political stunt, right? She was doing that, and at the same time, they were dumping money into biotech, medical tech, because they knew it was coming. They knew it was coming, and they were taking their money out of businesses that they knew were going to get hurt by this thing. Right? That's what they were doing. Like I said, don't hate the player, hate the game, man. Luwop 787. It's not accusations when someone is worth $200 million on a $150,000 salary. Same with Bernie and every other politician in Washington, D.C. has a very high cost of living. Absolutely. And it ain't just them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Marjorie Taylor Greene, check her net worth. You look at Ted Cruz, check his net worth compared to what it was beforehand. Marco Rubio, the Bushes. It goes on and on and on. It's both sides, y'all. It's both sides. And that's one of the things I absolutely agree with Brother Doug on. It's both sides. They all getting bread, bro. They all answer to the same master. The 1% rules our political party, period. Period. It costs tens of millions of dollars to run for a seat. I remember I pulled the stats up, I think it was last week, and I think the average cost for a Senate race is let me pull it up again. It was like hundreds of millions of dollars, man. It was something insane. It was something insane. I'm gonna pull that up for y'all again. Let me catch up on these chats. Brother Mandrell's up in here. What's good, fam? I bet he's pro gun now. I bet he is too. I bet he is too. I bet you give himself a nice little 38 special. You know what I mean? A little 357 or something up in the house, no 9mm. I guarantee you would be a weapon in every room now. Guaranteed. You know what I mean? Miss Globe Girl, she makes more than $150,000 a year. And how much do you think she hasn't invested her money wisely? Donna, she makes about, I think she's at 200,000 because, you know, her position or whatever. I think she's making around 200,000 a year as Speaker of the House, but she's worth well over 200 million, right? And that money came from her husband, who's supposed to be this genius, Wall Street guy, and we know he's not. I mean, how is it he's making better moves than, you know what I mean, like the top hedge fund guys in on Wall Street? He's not. How's he making better moves than Warren Buffett? He's not. You know what I mean? He has information that they don't have. That's just how it boils down, love. I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is, Ms. Glow Girl. There's always people pocket watching and don't have the facts. That's true, but we do know how much she makes, and we can just look that up as far as, because that's public record. She's a public official. Like even as an air traffic controller, if you know an air traffic controller, anybody who's working government, you can figure out how much they make. It is what it is. Let me see if I can find that. I found this thing. Here it is. How much does it cost to run for a Senate seat? And it had a chart here. I'll see if I can find it. If I find it, I'll pull it up. Nah, this isn't it. So I'm gonna see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Let me stop this screen. Let's bring up another one. But it costs so much money to get in DC. Why does it cost so much money to run for office? And why are people paying all this bread? Right? Why are people paying all this bread? So it's like Victoria Senate candidate spent an average of $15.7 million, while the average winning House candidate shelled out just over $2 million on average. So, and this is like winning candidates. Senate Democrats, it was 22 of them. Yeah, they were spending basically just under $16 million to win their seats. And you see Republican Senate races, there was 11 of them. They spent, looks like around $19.5 million on average to win their seats. House Democrats, they spent about, looks like a little over $2 million to win their seats. And House Republicans, 199 of those spent just under $2 million to win their House seats. So the House is spending a lot less. State is like Republicans are spending a lot of money to get their Senate seats, like $19.5 million. And Democrats are spending a little bit less for their Senate seats. Like they're coming in around $15.5 million. Right. So, I mean, it's right there, which is, this is how much money these people are spending for the seat. Why is this seat so important to them? It costs a lot of money. They're spending a lot of money on that. There it is right there. You know, why do they spend all this money? Why do they invest out, tens, 20s of millions of dollars to get these seats? Because they know they're going to make hundreds of millions of dollars on the other side. Someone's going to get paid. Someone's going to get paid big. That's why they do it. You know what I mean? That's how you got to look at it. That's how you got to look at it, man. Again, you're never going to, it does you no good. You can't hate the players. I ain't hating the players. You need to change the game or get in the game. One or the other. It is what it is, Brother Doug. You can steal up to $995 and police have an option to respond. And it's also the option whether police will respond to some domestic violence cases, all brought to you by Governor Newsom, Pelosi's nephew. Yeah. I mean, Newsom is and the Democrats are looking at Newsom to run for president in the next cycle, which is dumb. You know, it's dumb. I mean, but who knows? He might win. Politics is all about how you look. You know, it's all about branding. It's all about who do you like. It's you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Brother Doug at Ms. Goldberg, they invest in the stocks, and weeks later, Congress will rule on something and their stocks soar through the roof. Happens all the time. It's a website you can follow called Pelosi Stock Trades. You know what I mean? And here's the thing, not just to pick on Pelosi, but you best believe Mitch McConnell's doing the same damn thing. You best believe it. All of them. They doing it. They getting the bread. They all do it. That's what kills me when I talk to the far right or the far left. They're pointing their finger. It's them. I'm like, man, your people doing the exact same thing. Well, I mean, but they don't take as much, or no, they're doing good work for the man. Shut up. Shut up. Take the money out. Y'all ain't screaming taking the money out of politics. Y'all ain't screaming get rid of Citizens United. Neither side. Y'all ain't screaming, you know what I mean? Y'all ain't screaming about term limits. Neither side. Neither side. So, you can't take them serious. Luwop 787 and Doug, thank you. I don't know what's so hard to comprehend. That's true talk. That's real talk. You know what I mean? Brother Doug, she made big off of Pfizer. Yeah, she probably did. You know what I mean? Amadon, they knew it was coming. They got to pick which company. And those companies that y'all mentioning, they got to pick who. They got to authorize the money that went to them before they even had a workable product. So they were getting billions of dollars before the product was even done. So you're gonna tell me she didn't know who was gonna be up for the bid? She didn't know who she was gonna get to pick? Of course she's gonna pick the company she invested in. Why wouldn't she? Not just her. You know what I mean? Mitch McConnell, same thing. Same thing. Remember that was McConnell and then when they with TARP? Remember that? When we put what blew my mind, I thought I'd never live to see the day. Republicans are just giving money away to people. That's how bad the situation was with TARP. And then when they did it with they did it again with STEMI money. I don't even recognize our political system anymore. Republicans, Democrats, it don't matter. It does not matter. And Doug, like, definitely both sides. Yes, it is both sides. Both sides. But what gets me, again, back to what happened. You know people gunning for you, literally, and you don't have a weapon in your house? You really think you can't be touched? And that's the problem with wealthy folks. I'm telling you, wealthy folks who grew up in nice bubbles. I wish I grew up in those bubbles. Wealthy folks who don't understand hyperviolence, this is how they move. You don't leave the door unlocked. I bet you they don't talk about the door. The assailant got in through the back. I bet you they gonna leave out the door was unlocked. The door was unlocked. I guarantee you it wasn't forced entry. I could be wrong. Maybe the dude kicked the door down. Either way, he came in loud. He came in making noise. Where's Nancy? What? Nancy right over here, bro. You know what I mean? Just grab your thing, Nancy, right over here. Here I am. I'm over here. Let him come around the corner and tear his ass up. Man, I don't understand that. Luwop 787. It's funny that when you accuse a Dem of doing illegal things that there is pure evidence of, it's anecdotal, but Trump got $1 million from his dad and everyone criticized him for that. Nah, I mean, man, look, Trump got more than $1 million, man. That was a lie. Trump says that was one of the big things that Trump said. I got $1 million loan from my dad, and that's what And I'm not quite sure if you're referencing that, brother. But Trump, he's a 1%er, man. He was born into it. It is what it is. That's another guy. I ain't mad at Trump. You know what I mean? I'm confused as to why he took those documents because he's got a real problem now. That's a problem. But Trump lost all that money back in the day. He lost all that bread, but then he got it back. Yeah, he got it back on the TV show, but he got it back. And that very TV show is what helped him get into the White House. Right? So I can't be mad at Trump and his hustle. I cannot fault the man's hustle. Is he a good businessman? I mean, he's a businessman. I don't know. I mean, he's no Warren Buffett. You know what I'm saying? He's no Patrick Bet-David. But he's Donald Trump. I mean, come on, man. That's Donald Trump. Dude's making money off his name. That's Trump. He's doing his thing. Doing his thing. Like, again, the papers. But your point is well taken, brother. Luwop is well taken. You know what I mean? Because they do that. Like you point something out to somebody. You know, I point the stuff out about Trump and what's going on with those documents, and right away, what do they hit me with? Well, what about Hunter Biden or whatever? Okay. You know what I mean? It's like the same thing with the Dems. You point out something, Nancy Pelosi that made all this money, hundreds of millions of dollars off of insider trading. Oh, but what about, and they'll point to some Republican about something. What about Donald Trump? You know what I mean? What about, whoever? They all the same, bro. And the people are just, that's my team. I'm a Bengals fan. I'm a huge Bengals fan. But when the Bengals are playing like shit, I'll say they're playing like shit. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, the Bengals are playing like shit and it's New England's fault. I'm not going to say that. Or the Bengals are playing like shit and it's Pittsburgh's fault. Pittsburgh shouldn't have come in here and beat them up like that. Man, please. You know what I mean? These people, they choose their teams and then they just can't admit the truth. Hey, man, my team just screwed up this one. They can't accept it. It blows their mind. I sit back and like, well, I'm still a Bengals fan. I've been a Bengals fan my whole life. That's hard to do, y'all. That's hard to do. You know what I mean? We ain't never won a Super Bowl. We've been to a few, but we ain't won one yet. We've been 3 times. Still a Bengals fan. You know what I mean? But when the Bengals get it wrong, I'm the first one to say they got it wrong. Still a fan, though. But these extreme Trumpers and these extreme liberals, they can't never admit that their side is doing it wrong. They can never admit it. Never. And that's a problem. Man, what we know, podcast, what's good? I think that's it's either JT or Rob. What's good, fam? My brother DL saying I really want a podcast. Overdo the work. Yes, sir. I'm trying to do it. That's either JT or Rob. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sister Follows in the house. What's good, love? Good to see you. This is why there's little to no consequences for insider trading laws on the books. Everyone will be exposed on both sides. And yo, we're gonna have your man Cody on Halloween on the 31st, man. So the thumbnail's out. Go check the thumbnail. We'll see you on that show. I know you'll be there to support. You know what I mean? Yeah, please like and subscribe if you feel so. Oh shit, we got SLOWJAMS in the house. What's good, love? What's good, love? Hey, I was supposed to be in Miami this weekend, but I'm not gonna make it. I'll definitely be down there in January. I'm gonna holler at you. I'm gonna be filming content, doing all kind of crazy shit, man. January 14th to support the fam. You know what I mean? I'll definitely be down there. That's my people. Y'all go over there and definitely support SLOWJAMS. One hell of an artist. Yeah, she's a beautiful woman. For y'all thirst trap dudes, y'all want a thirst trap, you know what I mean? She's a beautiful woman. But listen to her message, man. Check out her music. SLOWJAMS ain't to be fucked with, man. Her music on point. Hard working sister. That's what y'all need to be doing, you basement dwellers. That's what y'all need to be doing. Climb out the basement and do the work. You know what I mean? Instead of simping on SLOWJAMS, which you should simp on SLOWJAMS. If you're going to simp on somebody, please simp on SLOWJAMS. Send her money. SLOWJAMS, put your Cash App in the chat. Y'all want to simp on somebody, put your Instagram in the chat. Y'all want to simp on somebody, simp on my little sis, all right? But buy her music if you really want to hear what's going on. That's my people right there, man. And SLOWJAMS like facts. Them seats important because they know it holds power. And yeah, why would people invest hundreds of millions of dollars into our political system if they ain't gonna get shit back for it? They spending top dollar for these seats, y'all. You know what I mean? On average, $15.7 million for a Senate seat, $2 million for a House seat. That's a lot of bread, people. And the House runs every 2 years. Every 2 years, they're spending $2 million to get the seat or retain the seat. You know what I mean? We need to get involved in that. We need to get involved in that. Right? Quit whining and go to the Speaker of the House. Now she's not going to change any laws until she's about ready to go. I think she's going to retire. I think this is her last term. I think Nancy Pelosi is going to retire. I would like to say before she retires that she'll bring that legislation to the floor and let it get voted on and get sent to the White House to be signed into law. But like I said, the 1% has a lot of power. Even if Nancy Pelosi brings that to the floor and gets it through the House, and even if Mitch McConnell lets it get through the Senate, the president could veto it. Republican or Democrat, they could veto it. You don't think the president is making money on that too? You don't think all the president's men and women are making money on that too? So if the 1% really doesn't want that law, the insider trading law, to be changed, it's not going to get changed. I mean, hey, man, don't hate the players, hate the game. I ain't mad. Primal Studies in the house. What's good, fam? Salute to you. Miss Globe Girl, I'd ask the same question if the anecdotal statements were about Trump. Yes, and I believe you, Miss Globe Girl. I believe you would. I believe you would. You know what I mean? But, y'all know my stance on it, man. They all bought and paid for. Luwop 787 and Miss Globe Girl, down you whiny. You see how quickly the gunster starts? Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of condescending stuff that happens, man. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But you got to stay on mission, stay on message. Stay on mission, stay on message. You know what I mean? This is how they work it. They get us bogged down. Oh, shit. They're getting on to us. Let's do something. Let's do something. You know what I mean? Let's call somebody the N-word. Let's do something. Let's bring out Kanye West and have him say something about, you know what I mean, the Little Hat Clan. Let's do something. That gets us, oh, wait, we got to talk about this now. We forget all about the insider trading, or we forget all about the money being sent to Ukraine to fight off the Russians. We forget all about all this other stuff. Smoke and mirrors, people. Smoke and mirrors. You know what I mean? Ms. Globe Girl. But I'm with her, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my favorite sailor. This is a woman who put her life on the line for this country. So I'm absolutely going to listen to every word she has to say. You know what I mean? I'm going to take it with all kind of respect because she fucking earned it. And that's another thing that burns me up. There's so many people out here who don't serve. There's so many people out here who don't put it on the line. And they come out here and they be like, well, you don't really seem to take me serious. I don't. Motherfucker, I didn't see you there. You know what I mean? What branch did you serve in? Oh, you didn't. Oh, your uncle served. Oh, your dad served. Oh, your grandpa was at Normandy Beach. Good for fucking him. Where were you? There's been plenty of conflicts, plenty of opportunity for you to get some, plenty of opportunity for you to get some. You know what I mean? So these Americans who talking the most, when it's time to go do something, they won't, man. That's it. Plenty of opportunity. Get some, baby.
Get some.
We stay busy.
Get some.
We stay busy. How come you didn't get none, man? Get some. So a lot of these people be talking that madness. I'm like, man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear that. Brother Doug, that's the problem. People are loyal to parties and completely ignorant to what their party is doing. And that's it right there, man. That is it right there, man. You want to talk about someone who just hit the nail squarely on the fucking head? That's it right there. That's it. Man, keep that shit real. I can respect you if you're like, yo, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, whatever you are. Yeah, this is how I feel about on this, but you know what? Yeah, we really fucked over America on this right here. Yeah, we got that one wrong. I can respect you, like, but I'm still rocking with them. I'm still gonna do it. But it's absolutely wrong for America, but I'm still gonna do it because I'm gonna get paid. I would have more respect for that than what we have now. These people be coming around pandering when it's election time, telling you what you want to hear. You know what I mean? It's like me when I was little trying to figure out my game. Oh, just let me put the tip in. Just the tip? Mm-hmm, just the tip. That's all it is, just a tip. Getting wrecked. Primal Studies, Brown fans for life, bro. I know you struggle. Yeah, we got y'all. We got to face y'all too. We play y'all Sunday night, right? We play y'all Sunday night, man. Primal, that's cool, man. Don't talk to me until the game's over, bro. We got problems until after Sunday. Now, that's going to be a good game, man. I'm worried about y'all. I ain't going to lie. But, Joe Burrow, our offense is clicking. That offensive line is starting to do their thing. Our defense is always there. Man, that's going to be a good one. I want to say the line was like, I want to say we are underdogs. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we're underdogs. I think the line is like a point. It's something crazy. You know what I mean? Look like Brother JT, what we know podcast, right? I'm Lions fan. Feel your pain. Absolutely. As Brother JT. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Sister Candace, please hit the like on your way in. Yeah, please do that. Please do that. Luau, women get all in their feelings and start with the sign language. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. Yeah, but you know what? Hey, man, like I said, that's Miss Globe Girl, though, man. There's women and then there's like female warrior women. And she got more than one or two deployments under her belt. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, say what you want, but just understand, man, she might come see you. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. There it is, Slow Jams content, man. Go check out Slow Jams, y'all, for real. They go her Cash App. Support the sister. She doing some, man, especially you young people like in the rap world. Man, Slow got, man, she got lyrics, y'all. Go to her YouTube page. Check out her stuff, man. The videos, she paid for her own videos. She you know what I mean? She produced her own stuff, right? She went out and got the teams and made it happen. I interviewed her on this platform. Go back and check that interview. I got so much respect for her, man, and her hustle. Shout out to you, Slow. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to bless your Cash App today. You know what I mean? Just because I really want to support. You know what I'm saying? I want to support my little sis. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. So, and thanks for popping in. Miss Globe Girl, you're the only one in your feelings. Wipe them tears, boy. Ooh. Uh-oh. It's about to get on. I don't have a button for that. Damn. Yes, I do. I do have a button for that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna read it again. I got a button for it now. Like, you're the only one in your feelings. Wipe them tears, boy.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yes, indeed. We have a problem, Houston. But shout out to both of y'all, man. And I love the back and forth. I ain't gonna lie. I love the back and forth. We're grown-ups in here. We can say what we say. We are respectful. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. I don't care what side you come from or what bubble you come from. Here, you are welcome. You know what I mean? You are welcome. Now, if you cross the line and start talking some fly shit, I might want to come see you. You know what I mean? But again, that's still on some man shit, right? That's just how we get down, right? We got a lot of males in this country. I'm trying to show them how to be men. You know what I mean? So, you know, say what you want to say, but say what you're going to say, but stand on it. Brother Doug, every single one of these politicians are participating in the insider trading when lobbyists give away stocks for passing policies. Damn, that's a good point, bro. I would like to believe that there are some that don't participate, but man, I don't know, man. I'm leaning towards Doug on this one. I'm leaning towards Doug. You know what I mean? And Brother JT, Slow Jams content, got it. Yeah, man, fire music for real, man. For real, for real. Show love and support that young sister, man. She's trying to make it happen, man. I'm telling you, I see her on the red carpet, man, within 5-10 years. I see her on the red carpet. I ain't lying. That young woman is working hard and dealing with all this shit. She is in the wilderness and she handling business, man. You know what I mean? So again, not to turn this into the Slow Jams hour, but I'm just saying, I got a lot of respect for her, man. I got my eye on her, man. She's doing good things. You know what I mean? Luwop 787 and the sign language continues. I mean, you know, I'm just saying, you know, it is what it is, bro. But I think that most people who can hear my voice now and on this platform right now would agree. I hope y'all can see what I'm talking about. Bought and paid for, man. All of them. If you know their names, I'm talking about politicians. If you know their names, they are bought and paid for, right? It's just, again, look at AOC. Look at her net worth. Keep an eye on it. I'm not mad at her. I'm not trying to throw shade. I want her to get $200 million too. You know what I mean? I'm not mad, but watch her net worth. Watch how she gets quiet about certain things. When they tell her to sit down, she sits down. And I like AOC. She fire. She fine as I don't know what. I tell you what, though, when that guy was some dude from I think he was a conservative guy, was on the steps of the Capitol, calling her like all out of her name, calling her a 304 and all this other kind of stuff, like using harsh language, which legally you can do, just yelling at these names at her, these slurs at her, right? And I think her dude was there, her boyfriend or fiance, whoever he is was there, and he ain't do nothing about it. Yo, AOC, holla at your boy, man. I'm telling you, because if you with me and some dude do something like that, trust me, he gonna feel the pain, AOC. Holla, 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 holla. Holla at your boy. Your fine ass. There's no way as a man I'm going to let somebody say that about my woman. I don't care. I take that case. It's just simple assault, battery. That's fine. That's fine. Dude just going to want some money. All right, you're going to win this case. But you're going to earn this $100,000. I'm going to beat the brakes off your ass for saying that shit and dare you to do it again. Why you think they're in D.C. getting all the money? That's what I would say. Why you think I'm in D.C. getting all this money? I got a fund for dumbasses like you. You know what I'm saying? And would beat his ass. On camera. I wouldn't even care. I would beat his ass. They'll have me on my little mug shot. I'll be looking like Pablo Escobar. Beat his ass. I get a picture of that, autograph it, and I have it sent to that dude's mama house. You better watch your son. He come up here by my wife again. He gonna get his ass beat again. A lot of male. She chose a male. AOC, get yourself, you know what I mean? You want to get you a man who's going to protect you. Don't get a male. Get yourself a man. I ain't talking about doing nothing permanent. I ain't talking about getting them things out. Nah. Just some hands up. Oh, you said you called my wife or what? You know what I mean? Primal studies. You ever see a senator or congressperson retire with less than, bands than what they came in with? Never, and you never will. Go to DC. I keep telling people, folks, like, we need to send you, deal. We're going to send you to DC. Man, don't send, you send me, I'm getting mine. I don't need 200 million. I'm cool with 10 million. I'm going to come out of there with 10 million liquid, and we're going to send the next man. Then I'll come back and we'll send Primal Studies. He can get his 10. Then he can come back and we'll send JT. He can get his 10. And he come back and we'll send Miss Globe Girl. She can get her 10. Then SLOWJAMS, and so on and so on and so on. Let's do it like that. Quit being greedy, man. Spread that shit around. Just have that seat open. And while we're there, we'll still get term limits in there. We'll still get rid of Citizens United. We'll still work on a healthcare issue. We'll still get some basic universal healthcare coverage. And we'll do something about this prescription drug madness. We can still do all that stuff and get the bread. That's how I see it. Y'all see how my mind works. Please go ahead and send me to DC. Watch what I do. Legally. Don't break no laws. There's plenty of ways to get that money legally. Primal Studies. Brother Primal. Usually the ones talking the most, doing the least. Absolute facts, man. Absolute facts. You know what I mean? And Brother Doug, Miss Globe Girl is cool peoples, very intelligent. Yes, she is. And like I said, she served. Oh shit, we got my favorite devil dog in the house, man. We got my favorite devil dog in the house. What's good? Brother Marcus, how you doing? How you doing? You know what I mean? I got something for you, bro.
Pray.
Let's get religious.
This is my rifle.
There are many like it, but this one is mine. That one's for my favorite Marine right there. Brother Marcus in the house. What's good? What's good? I'm going to wrap this up. I didn't plan on doing a whole hour. I just really wanted to do like 25, 35 minutes, but y'all rocked out with me, and I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Brother Doug, PBD, has a lobbyist as a guest. Very informative interview. He had a lobbyist. I'm going to have to go back and check that out. I saw bits and pieces of it. There's so much money in our political system, y'all. So much money in our system. You know what I mean? Brother JT and Brother Marcus. That's right. The YT sniper gets some. Yeah, you know what I mean? Brother Marcus is a recon Marine. Recon Marine. You want to talk about hardcore? Ooh, boy. Man. They'll outswim, outrun, outshoot, and outdrink you. Get some, Marine. Hoorah. But you know what? They can't outdrink us paratroopers. And they know it. Y'all know it. Brother Marcus, we're going to have to get together, man. We're going to have some drinks, bro. Thank you for your service, brother. You know what I mean? The way we served, the way Brother Mandrell served, and the way Brother Marcus served, Brother JT and Miss Globe Girl, the way we serve, yo, says a lot about individuals. SLOWJAMS, thanks for the cash out shout out. I'm listening till I'm done getting dressed. On this fine Friday. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that, Slow. I really do. I've been thinking about you. I've been meaning to reach out. I just hadn't had the opportunity. I'm glad you jumped on. And I will be in Miami before January. Not this weekend, but next weekend I might be down there. I was going to come down this weekend for Halloween, but I had some things came up and I just can't get away. But next weekend I might just come down there, and if, I'll let you know if I get down there for sure. For sure. Brother Primal, oh no, brother didn't go simping for AOC. Yes, I did go simping for AOC. Shoot, why wouldn't I? Tell A, man. If y'all know AO, tell her I said hola. You know what I mean? Tell her come holler at me. You know what I mean, Brother Marcus, you already know Michigan too. Yeah, yo. And Sister Candace DL out here serving knuckle sandwiches for lunch. Hey, man, if you talk about my people like that, man, I got to get with you, cuz. I got to get with you with my old ass. Man, look. Man, I'm sorry. I got to get with you. You know what I mean? Dude was talking all that crazy, and if I can't knock him out because I'm too old, guess what? I'll tase him. Zap! I'll tase his ass. He'll be up there shaking like this. Got to get with you, son. Can't let that happen. Sister Rollins is in the house. What's good, love? What is good? Good to see you. Sister Rollins started a YouTube channel, man, where she breaks down different podcasters and different YouTubers and whatever. Go check her out. Roslyn, if you're here, drop your link in here. She's got like 50 subs. Yo, do me a favor. Real talk. If we can get her like 5 subs right now, Sister, if you still here, drop your link in the chat for me. Let's try to get you at least like 5 subs right now. She over there doing good work. You know what I mean? Like, and I know what it's like when you first start. You ain't got a whole lot of support. You out there doing it anyway. So, but yeah, Sister Rosalind, when one thinks about it, Congress hustling just be like the rest of us. If they just did the right thing, they were elected for, it would be cool. It would be cool, but it's just so much money in it. There's so much money in it. Brother JT, What We Know Rob and this. Oh shit, Rob's in the house. What's good? We got both What We Know podcast is up in this joint. And for real, go check that out. They're gonna be on tonight and Saturday. What We Know podcast. Y'all come over there. I'm gonna be over there Saturday. I was on there last night. You know, them brothers doing real good work coming out of Detroit. You know what I mean? They had a really good show last night when they're talking about religion, talking about church and the black community. Go watch that. Go watch that. You know what I mean? That was a really good one. What We Know podcast. Go check it out. And much respect to you, bro. So I'm done, man. I just wanted to get that off my chest. You know what I mean? Bottom line, Second Amendment is a good thing. Exercise your constitutional rights. Go get yourself a weapon for home defense, please. Get yourself a weapon. Don't get caught like Paul Pelosi and have some nut job in your house screaming he wants your wife and is gonna get in there and attack you. Don't go out like that, y'all. Don't go out like that. Second Amendment. And if you live in a state or a city or wherever where they're making it really difficult, just jump through the hoops and get your weapon for your home. Go to the range, train up, and get insured. Right? That's all I want to say about that. Thanks for rocking with me, y'all. I'm DL Saint. This is DL Saint. I Really Want to Know podcast. I'll be back at 5 o'clock with Brother Mandrill. We're going to be talking about the war in Ukraine between Ukraine and Russia. Until then, y'all, I'll see y'all later.
Darn, that's the end.
Peace.